If you're looking for an app as a black person and you want to connect with other black people, well, the Black Social app is here. It's an absolutely a great app on Android and Apple. And make sure y'all go and check it out, man. What is going on, everybody? It's Jaye Black here. I am back with another video. Shout out to everybody that's tuning in. I want to talk about what black men need to learn from this Cardi B fiasco that has taken on a life of itself. Now, I did a live stream last night, and shout out to everybody that was there. It was a late live stream, had over 300 some odd people live in the stream. Now, the full stream isn't posted because it got kind of crazy. It really did. You had Cardi B stands in their feelings, calling the show. I had to go off, it was a heck of a show, but I may end up putting that show on Patreon. The show was just way too wild for me to have, public, but I will be putting up a stream clip of the show. So for all of the Cardi B stans who went out of your way to troll the chat or whatever, or, just be in your feelings, the stream clip will still be up, and you also have to see this video. Okay, because I'm going to talk about what black men need to learn from Cardi B. And what's amazing is that, early in the stream, I was talking about her female supporters, but I didn't know she had so many you dudes supporting her, because as hard as y'all went in the live stream, it just showed me, okay, that a lot of you dudes think like females, and you can learn a lot from this video. So just sit back, take your red pills, and listen to this commentary that could actually change your life. Okay? Because I do change the lives of people, whether y'all want to accept that or not. Okay? Now, I think that a lot of the alleged individuals who dealt with Cardi in the capacity of her while she was in the strip club, I think a lot of those were black males, or black or Hispanic males, mostly black males. And I think that what people have to look at is that Cardi has never really accepted blackness. She never has. She's always considered herself a Latina. She's never really considered herself black. She's considering herself black now because, she knows who her fans are. So she wants to play to that crowd. It's just like people who once used to be, speaking about one thing, and then when they realize the audience is this way, they go that way because they know that's where the audience is. That's the thing with Cardi. I truly believe that she's now accepting, being melanated, because she knows that's where majority of her fans are. And if you look at the people who are taking up for her basically disgusting comments, a lot of them are black females, and then you got black males as well. Basically you take my stream and you see how dudes, really got upset because I was calling her out. Because see, my stream was about the guy who allegedly came forward. And also one of the reasons why I did not put the full stream up is because the guy apparently was lying. He was making it up, even though I think that something may have happened. We all know that they are, dudes who were taken advantage of by Cardi. Be that as it may, we may not know, because Cardi probably knows those guys or knows of some of them, and it's probably, got them to be quiet one way or the other. I just find it weird people would come forward like that and just say, oh, you know what, I lied, I made it up, But be that as it may, I think a lot of you brothers who go to these particular clubs and you try to pick these chicks up and bring them back to your places, one of the things that I read from this individual is about how he left his drink. Again, it's all alleged. He left his drink around her and left the room. That's one of the things you never do. I would tell a female not to do that. I would tell y'all not to do the same thing. You have to be careful of your surroundings, no matter who you with. Okay, because not a lot of people, there are people out there that have agendas. They have agendas. Okay, and you don't want to become a casualty of that agenda. Okay, you want to make sure that you don't end up in a situation where you're waking up and all your stuff is gone and you don't know what happened. Okay, because this alleged person was in that situation, and the people that Cardi admitted to doing things to were in that situation. And I find it fascinating that there are also people making light of it. There are people that act like, it is what it is. We shouldn't make it a big deal. Yeah, because she's female. If it was a guy saying this, they'd be trying to throw him all the way under the bus, under the train. They will look for any reason, okay, to talk about how bad he is. But with women, we handle it with kid gloves. Why is that? Why are we not as quick to hold women accountable for the things that they say and do in particular situations? Why are we in society not as quick to hold women accountable? Because that's how it seems. It seems that we don't want to have to, hold women accountable like that. We want to be able to give them a pass, especially if we are fans of their music. And I know that there are Cardi B fans out there. Some of them are dudes. They're some of the main ones defending her, because in their minds, men are not victims. In their minds, men can't get into situations that that something happens like what happened allegedly, with Cardi. You got people that want to make light of it. There's no way that anybody should be trying to make light of this situation at all, family. At all. We all need to take a step back and look at this situation and look at our lives and look at the things that we're doing and how we can improve as individuals. We all can improve as individuals, especially us as black men. We are already in a society that marginalizes us, that don't see us as being valuable. That is why Cardi can say this and people brush it off as if they don't care, because in actuality, they don't really care. But it's up to us to be able to understand that and watch our own backs, man. You got a lot of these sisters that will say that they are out here alone. They don't have anybody. Which, we all know isn't true, but they're going to push that narrative. But for real, let's talk about the fact that you have people who are still siding with Cardi after what she said out of her own mouth. Even though the guy that, basically has came into the forefront and said that something happened with him, still, there's some doubt there. But there's no doubt what video evidence shows. And what video evidence shows is that she got on her live stream a couple years ago and said what she said. You can't give that a pass. I don't care how big of a stan you are. And there were black men making excuses, making passes, upset, trying to troll because they're in their feelings because their favorite female rapper exposed herself. She exposed herself, but these lames did not care. Who do you think she was taking advantage of? We know that there are black men who are thirsty. I know a lot of you brothers are thirsty. Who do you think she was talking about? She had no remorse. She had no remorse whatsoever. She didn't care about the individual. She just cared about getting what she could from him, taking advantage of him. And she continues to take advantage of y'all today. Lying, trying to make it seem like she accepts her blackness, but she doesn't. She accepts it for the check. But, she doesn't really care about, the whole, being part of a group. I'm not saying she should, But what I'm saying is you got these people who use black people in order to get a check. And there are black people who are okay with it. They are okay with it because they look up to Cardi. And let's be real. There are some people who look up to her because she's lighter complected. Let's be real. Why do you think let's say you have a group of girls who are friends. The one who always is sort of like leading the group is always the lighter, biracial, light-skinned female. I've seen that. I'm not saying most cases, but some cases. Some of y'all do have issues with your own self-esteem. And you look for self-esteem from other races of people or other people who are, in other racial groups. I'm not going to say it's a colorism thing. What I'm saying is you have people who have self-hate and self-esteem issues. And also with a lot of you black men, a lot of y'all are just thirsty, especially the ones who are defending her, especially the ones who go to these clubs looking for action, who are willing to take these, particular individuals back to your hotel rooms for some strange. You don't know them. You leaving your drinks around them. You leaving your property around them. If I'm taking a chick back to a room, I'm not having no expensive stuff on me whatsoever. And if you have to, pay for it like that, bro, don't take her nowhere near where you stay. Okay. But it just seems to me that she was taking advantage of dudes who were not red pilled. That's why it's very important for a lot of you brothers to be red pill, to keep yourselves out of these situations. The ones who are always going to find themselves in this situation are the ones who are not necessarily red pill. The ones who, honestly, they're blue pilled to the core. The fact that you have males defending her, especially black males defending her, just shows how dysfunctional these guys are. There was in the live stream I did, there was talk about a movement for men like Me Too, like Me Too. There's actually a guy, and shout out to him. He does the Big Facts podcast. Okay, he came up with the Men Too movement. So I'm not taking any type of, because there was discussion about that in the live stream last night. I'm taking no, I wasn't the creator of any of that. The guy who does the Big Facts podcast, he came up with the Men Too movement. So there are guys out here, YouTubers, who are doing that, as far as speaking up for men in these situations. And I think more of us need to, because these situations seem to always affect us, because you got these blue pill, lames who want to defend the individuals like Cardi because they have no self-esteem. They have no self-awareness. Maybe they've been taken advantage of by women and they think it's normal. It's not normal. It's not normal to be taken advantage of. I'm sorry. I know you may have thoughts, you may have thought, okay, that's how it's supposed to go. But no man is supposed to be taken advantage of by a woman or by anybody. But you got these blue pill black males who don't understand that. And they are the ones defending her. They're the reason why she feels, untouchable. Because you have the same individual she took advantage of defending her. A lot of you brothers need to actually understand what the red pill is. But some of you don't, because some of you are going to always be weak. Some of you are going to always fall for the BS that is done to you. If you're looking for an app as a black person and you want to connect with other black people, well, the Black Social app is here. It's an absolutely a great app on Android and Apple. And make sure y'all go and check it out, man.